Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. This is Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and it is time for another tutorial in our 5-minute magic series. What we're going to talk about today is how to do a simple reversal spell. When we're talking about reversal spells, what a reversal spell is you take a negative situation and you reverse it into a positive situation. There are so many different types of reversal spells out there. There's no one hard and fast rule to doing a reversal spell. I'm just going to show you one of my personal ways that I like to do a reversal spell. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, so what are you going to need to do this particular reversal spell? Alright, first a glass jar with a lid. Doesn't matter what size. You can use, this particular one is a baby food jar. You can use an old spaghetti jar. You can use a mason jar, which is generally what I prefer go-to. I love using mason jars in SPELLWORK. They're convenient. They've got a nice seal, so but for this demo, I'm just going to go with a small baby food jar. You're going to need table salt, or you can use Himalayan sea salt. You can use Himalayan sea salt. You can use pink Himalayan salt. You can use sea salt. You can use kosher salt. You can even use black salt. So salt of some kind, a pen, and a piece of paper, and a candle. This particular one is a long dinner taper. You can use a votive candle, you can use a tea light, you can use a regular reversal candle. These I actually make myself, so I generally use these when I'm doing my reversal spells. So those are and of course water. So those are the main ingredients that you need to do the reversal spell. There are a couple of things that I add to my reversal spell, and I'll get to those in a minute. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your pen and your piece of paper, and you are going to want to write the situation as it is, the situation that you want to reverse. Let's say you're having money problems, or you're having relationship issues, or you're unemployed and you're looking for a job. So you're going to want to keep your situation limited down to like 2 or 3 words. So if you're having money issues, you would write on the paper money problems, money issues. If you are unemployed, you would put unemployment on there. So you're going to want to write down your situation as it is. Keep it simple. So let's say, you can also say if you're having health issues, you put like health issues, whatever it may be. You're going to go ahead and you're going to write that on your piece of paper. And you're going to take your jar and you're going to fold up your little petition piece of paper. You want to keep your paper pretty small, or at least to the size of the jar that you're using. So you're going to take your paper and you are going to press it down into your jar. Next, you're going to take your salt and you are going to add it to your jar to maybe about that level. Probably you're going to want to do about a 1/2 inch of salt when you're doing reversals, so it's always a good idea, the smaller the jar, the less salt that you're going to have to put into this thing. So I generally go with about a 1/2 inch of salt to at least semi-cover the paper. Once you do that, you're going to take your water and you are going to add it right into your salt, paper, and water. Like so. Now at this point, this is where you can go ahead and give it a nice little stir up. Get that all mixed up and around in there. Okay, so I've got my salt, I've got my water, and I've got my paper. Now what I like to do at this point is I will take Florida water. This should be standard in your magical cabinet. This is great stuff. So I like to take some Florida water and go ahead and add it into that. Oh, I love the smell. And then I like to add Voodoo Blue. You can find it in little blue balls. You can find it in little blue chips. Sometimes it comes as a powder. It's generally listed as bluing or Voodoo Blue. And then I will take a little bit of the Voodoo Blue and add it into my salt, my water, and my Florida water mixture. Then I'm going to stir it once again, and while I'm stirring, I'm visualizing the situation reversing itself into a positive situation. So the negative situation is being reversed into a positive situation. Okay, at this point, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get your lid on there. Make sure that it's tight because the next step could make a mess. Alright, so you've got your lid, it's on tight. You're going to flip it like so. So you've got the sealed end towards the bottom. And the interesting thing about this is if you have someone that is sending you negative energy and you're trying to reverse that situation, as this jar sits, the salt will begin to creep up and oxidize or crystallize right around the edge, which is telling you that your reversal is working and this solution is actually trapping that negative energy. So you have this like so. That's when you're going to take your candle, whatever it may be. For a jar this size, I am actually going to cut down my taper candle to this size. Now, when you are prepping your candle, if you are sending if you're sending energy out, or you're wanting a situation to manifest outwards, you're going to scrape your candle going up. If you are wanting to draw energy into you or draw energy into the spell, you're going to scrape your candle or carve your candle moving downwards. Like so. So, and I forgot a lighter. But anyhow, what you're going to do is, once you've got your candle carved and prepped and ready, you're going to go ahead, let me grab a lighter real quick. Handy dandy lighter. And what I like to do is go ahead, heat at the bottom of the candle so it's melting a little bit, and then you're just going to stick it right on to the candle, or to the jar, like so. Alright, so at this point, take your lighter, light your candle, and let this begin to manifest. Let this reversal begin to manifest. Let the situation begin to go from bad to better, or bad to good. So you're going to let this candle, and again, you can use a votive, you can use a tea light, you can use a regular jar candle, whatever it is that you have on hand that you want to use for this particular spell. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to let this candle burn down. And then once this candle has burned down and it's done, just leave it on your altar. Leave it on your altar, leave it in your magical workspace until the situation has manifested in the way that you want it to. Once the situation is manifested in the way that you want it to, then all you need to do is to take your jar with your salt solution in it and throw it away. And there you have it. A very simple, effective way to do a reversal spell. This has been Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all in the next video.